My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is price structures and policies in your gym. And number one is, competing on a non-price basis, providing more service. And what we're referring to here is, your higher price point, but you're providing the value, you're selling the benefits, you're selling the outcomes. From our standpoint, this really is the ideal scenario of where you could be. Number two is pricing competitively, if you cannot compete on a non-price basis. And the thing you want to remember is that underpricing, okay, it's not always the most effective way to get new members. Just because you're dropping the price doesn't mean all of a sudden they're going to come, knocking the doors down. And even if they do, that doesn't mean it's going to be sustainable. So, you want to be careful when you get into this, but, being competitive in there, make sure that you're still selling value, you're still selling benefits. Next is you can charge, separately for extras. And this is really that unbundling. So maybe a person comes in and they buy fitness only, and then maybe if they want to add group exercise or if they want to add childcare, then they could could add that on and for additional fees to get maybe the full program. The thing that we see that happens sometimes is when clubs that unbundle like that, they'll start charging too small a price, say for childcare, or too small a price for Group X, and they're really not maximizing their return, really not getting full value for it. Next, include provisions in the sales contract, membership agreement for price increases. And that's not to say you're going to do it, but you might. Number one, you want to have that option. But also, we found this to be particularly beneficial when you go to sell the club, is this can be a nice little piece of added value in that everyone who has joined, you have a provision in there that new owner coming in, they can actually raise the rates if they choose to do so. And then finally, you can use your consumers, to establish the price schedule. And this is simply, doing your market research. But one of the things we want to, make sure you do here is when you're preparing that budget, work in your expenses. Here's what it's going to cost to run our gym. And you can kind of back into your pricing a little bit and just determine how much of a profit margin do you want, 20%, 30%, 40%, what do you want to have? And sometimes this will help you more readily figure out what those price points should be. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.